And as they say in television, we're back.
Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang. Yes, that is good news. I'll be honest. Congrats. That is good news.
Oh, a wise man once said 5 minutes ago, you come on, you join your people, you talk about the Nuggets game. So that is what we're going to do. I don't know what wise man said that, but it sounded like a good story when I came up with it. Five to go. Really, it's 7:23 left in the game. Nuggets up 129-104. Warren Lametta, key with truth. You're a truther. I am too. Yes, sir. What a great game. Joker gets another triple-double. What's that, 5 in a row? 4 in a row? His 18th, 19th of the season. 43 games under the belt. What's the over-under on triple-doubles that he'll get over the last 39 games? I'd say one every 3 games. Is 13 too much to ask for? 13 triple-doubles would give him 13 plus 18 plus 19. 32 triple-doubles on a season. Not a bad season to have. What have been your observations? I'll tell you what I've seen. Tyrese Maxey can score the out of the basketball. They're just showing Joker's brothers. Golly, one of those dudes is a monster. Yeah, he looks like the mountain. He looks like the mountain from one of Joker's brothers looks like the mountain from Game of Thrones. Jesus. Great performance and production we've gotten out of Julian Strava tonight. He's hit 5 threes. Go Nuggets. Obviously, this was a Philadelphia 76ers team with so many guys on the injured reserve. They might as well brought in the Pittsburgh fighting Pisces fish. You ever seen the fish that saved Pittsburgh? I think it was the Pittsburgh Pisces. No Joel Embiid. Paul George played. But all kinds of guys on the injured list. Nevertheless, DeAndre. Nuggets put up big punts. 133 so far in this game. So many Reggie Jackson. What was funny is I didn't even know Reggie was with the Sixers. I was so big on the Nuggets bringing him home. Obviously, I think he went to Lewis Palmer. Is it Lewis Palmer? I know he went to school in Colorado Springs. That was short-lived, and I'm glad it was over quick. But your Denver Nuggets will put another one in the win column. And with that said, we go inside the numbers because this game's over. Gershon Yabusele, you guys remember him from the Olympics? Good to see that dude getting tick. For sure. There wasn't going to be a lot of competition, obviously, that I think Philadelphia was going to be able to offer up. Unless you were going to get a huge night out of Andre Drummond to try and negate the Joker effect. Paul George goes for 11, 9 assists. I was thinking for a second, man, like Paul George might look good in a Nuggets uniform. Not if you had to lose a lot. Michael Porter Jr. had a great game tonight, shooting wise, and it's like I think he always ends up being the odd man out whenever I start thinking of trades. Only because as much as I don't want to lose the potential, I'm focused. I am locked in on how you build this roster into just a for show look when it comes to representing the West and vying for an NBA title. Paul George often injured, so not that but I just love his game. I really do like Paul George's game. It's his body that's a problem. His body breaks down on him. Tyrese Maxey, once again, that he just can flat out score. 11 to 21 from the field, 3 of 10 from three. Oh, the terrible percentage from three. I think this green light that everybody has to just jack up threes. The Nuggets shoot the least amount of threes. I think they are third to the last in the league for number of threes shot, but their percentage as a team is just so efficient. I know that the whole formula, and I think it's a regular season formula. Just jack up threes. Just jack up threes. You got to score 140 a game. Just jack up threes. That's just not going to play in the playoffs. And I'd much rather how they do it. By the way, Joker, second in the league, behind Sabonis in three-point percentage. It's just got to be so damn hard to be so goddamn good at basketball. Jonathan Kidd in the building. What's up, Jonathan? I'm getting close to saying the Nuggets are going to be a major problem in the playoffs. You're getting close? You're getting close? How close? How close is close, J Kidd, the other J Kidd? Jason Hunt's down on Julian Strawther. Why? What's your problem with Julian Strawther? I'm going to have to hear the reasoning behind you being thumbs down on Julian Strawther. If you can get points if you're getting point production out of Julian Strawther, I don't see where the thumbs down is. Tell me what your rationale is. 7 of 11 tonight, 5 of 9 from 3, plus 13. What's the deal? No, that's his sign when he makes a 3. Oh, why do they do that? I saw. Okay, what is that? Thumbs down. What is that? What does that mean? What are the young people? What are the young people saying? No, Oren. No. You're an old man, Oren. That's the sign when he makes a 3. Fair. Everybody, all the starters are sitting on the bench. Not a lot of chatter between the number one and then between Batman and Robin. And I'm just, I'm a gossip guy. I am a gossip guy. And it is interesting for me, and I like to speculate on the relationship between people who I have no idea how they get along. That being said, something entertains me about thinking that Joker and Westy are now besties. And as it I'll point that out. Look at this interaction between Joker and Russell Westbrook. He's bringing out, Joker's fun to see side. You know what I mean? He's just a good teammate. Russell Westbrook is just a good teammate. Never have I thought that I would like this dude this much. I see a new name in here, so we're just going to give it up. Astrid's in the house. Thumbs down is the Roman sign for killing. Ooh. I thought this was the Roman sign for killing. That's what Elon Musk told me. That's my heart goes out to you. My bad. Elon Musk said this is the sign for my heart goes out to you. I didn't do it. Elon said it. Blame me. Don't blame me. This is the sign for Nuggets fan. My heart goes. If Elon Musk was like, Nuggets fans, my heart goes out to you, Elon Musk would say, take it up with him. He's the one that owns Twitter. X. No, that's the sign he makes 3. Oh, sorry. I need to see how we do against OKC now that we're looking more like the Nuggets of old. Yeah, I think you got to see how they match up against the best. And in both games, if I'm not mistaken, they haven't had their full accoutrement of players. So kind of hard to see how you measure up against the best. That Houston game, was Joker sat out. Hard to, you want to see how you size up. Strawther with the runner, wild, very wild. Calm it down. Bring it down, young man. Calm it down. Here is an interesting. So this guy, hold on. This guy put this up. It's just like Philly fan. Joel Embiid versus Nikola Jokic, the last 3 NBA matchups, right? So he's just going through the numbers: 40.7 PPG, 11.3 RPG, 6.3 APG. That would be points per game, rebounds per game, and assists per game. 58, 62, and 80 splits. Ooh. Notable facts in their head-to-head since 2021. Hold on. Where did it go? Where'd it go? Oh, since 2021, Joel Embiid is 5-0 versus him. Who's him? Including Olympic play. Joel Embiid has beaten Nikola Jokic on 3 different continents. Nikola Jokic had a negative plus-minus in every single one of the games he's played versus Joel Embiid. Nikola Jokic is little brother to Joel Embiid. And it's like, oh, yeah? Well, considering the fact that since the last time these two players faced squared off, think about this. Tom Brady was the Patriots quarterback. So he had to get to Tampa and win a whole Super Bowl in Tampa. Todd Gurley, you remember Todd Gurley was still on the Rams. Brad Beal was averaging 30 PPG. They're trying to get him out of Phoenix now. And the Tiger King and Last Dance weren't out yet. And the UK was still a part of the EU. So put that in your Embiid and smoke it. What the fuck? Philly fan is wild. This is like yeah, that's what we say to Philly fan, Joker. Look, I mean, Westy and his new bestie, Westbrook, got Joker all hype before the game. Listening to boss man D-Lo. You're a pathetic fan, Philly fan. That's all I got to say. You're a pathetic bunch, Philly fan. Astrid back in the building. Thumbs down. Oh, wait. You already said that. What do you think of a possible reunion with Bruce Brown? I love the question. We were talking about that earlier on Good News Travel Fast. I'm all for it. If Toronto's going to buy out his contract, that means we don't got to pay it. We ain't got that kind of money anyway. And they're right. GM who likes to spend money frivolously. Oh, PJ Hall would be. Oh, Hunter Tyson, a PJ Hall on the alley and the oop. Not quite the dunk that you want to see from that, but that's okay. That's all right. That's all right. I would love to see Bruce Brown back, and I'll tell you why. Because if you can, let's say, somehow get out from underneath the situation with Zeke Naji, maybe in some way, shape, or form. I don't know if a trade. I don't know how you work this. Get Zeke Naji out of here so that those possible minutes, when you're not getting the point production that you want out of Julian Strother, you can get a Bruce Brown and get defensive presence. I think a guy who's very active and kind of gives you a poor man's Vinny Microwave Johnson sort of scoring threat, where if he gets hot, you let Bruce cook. And a veteran presence who's won a ring before, obviously, with this team. So I love the thought of it, honestly. And I thought when I saw that news, I was like, Nuggets might as well kick the tires on that, because I don't think we are yet completely beat OKC built. I don't know if they're built for that yet. How does the NBA make regular season games better? These are turning into glorified preseason games. Joe Mito. Let's see. Let's kick that around for a second. I guess by hiring professional basketball players. I'm not trying to be a smart ass. The God's honest truth is basketball, like most of these sports, is played best on the professional level when it's played by pros. And I think the problem with NBA basketball, quite honestly, is that we're kind of back at that era, but a little better. It's a little better. We're back at that era. Remember when it was like the Kenyon Martin years? The basketball was full of athletes, but this is post Jordan. This is before You know, now granted, Kobe had stepped in and you had what you had going in LA, but I'm talking about a talent level as a whole. The NBA was in kind of a mid era where you're kind of looking at guys and you're just like, what do you do? You know what I mean? And I think we're back there with incredible athletes, but now these kids are like video game one-on-one basketball player. Great step back. You know, if you hit it, you hit it. It looks good every time you do it, but if you don't, it's just like it's just this completely dirt style of basketball. And then the Steph Curry effect has everybody thinking that it's just green light from deep, and it shouldn't be. You know, coaches are loathed to step in and actually coach these cats up because the pay scale. And I think the only way you could really, really, really fix NBA basketball is the one thing that'll never happen, which is some way, somehow, get rid of the guaranteed contract. Maybe you can only have so many guaranteed contracts on a team. Maybe you could do that. Something. Like maybe every team like can only have 3 max players, but then you can only have 5 guaranteed contracts or something like that. Because quite honestly, it's terrible. It really is. It's bad. It's a bad product for fans. It's just a bad product for fans. You're watching guys, get paid to develop on the pro level. It's really bad. I mean, overall, our squad is fun to watch because you have a guy who inspires, I think, the best attributes of the game when the game is played well, which is sharing the ball is fun. It's fun to watch guys move it around, get assists, get everybody involved. Hunter Tyson, get that out of here. Get everybody involved. It's just a fun brand of basketball to watch. And more times than not, when you're watching NBA basketball, it's one-on-one basketball being played by guys who are very tall. Whether or not they're very good remains to be seen, but they are definitely very tall. They've got the tall part down. Embiid approached his games against Jokic with increased seriousness. I'm not certain that same applies to Jokic. Let me see if I'm understanding what you're saying properly, Astrid. Embiid approached his games against Jokic with increased seriousness. I'm not. So you're saying Joker never took him seriously? Is that what you're saying? I can neither confirm nor deny. It was many moons ago that they actually faced off in the PJ down low from Julian Strother. Give him the point. This is good. These are good minutes for some of these young Nuggets. Did you guys see that? God, the one. Let me get through some of you guys' texts. Wait, hold on. Did you guys see this? Honestly, one of my, I got a bit of it's not a man crush, but it goes without saying that we have the greatest basketball player in the world, but he's also just got this great attitude. Look at this right here, this interaction. Who's that little chubby guy that Joker's gentlemen, is former Nugget Jameer Nelson, who was Joker's first point guard. God, I remember when they drafted Jameer, and then somehow managed to fuck that up. How do you mess that up? How do you mess that up? College basketball player of the year. Draft him. Okay, cool. He's here. He's in the house. We got him. I don't know. Why would we want a guy that's good at basketball? Now, granted, Jameer Nelson had a also ran type of career, but at the time, he was him. He was Himothy. He was hemed up. He was him. He was him. And then, that was a different front office. Look at the accolades, just real quick, for that Philly fan who wanted to compare Joker and Noel. I call him Noel. Get it? Noel Embiid. 1 MVP versus 3 MVPs. Oh yeah, and then hardware. So, as I'm told, the ring is the thing. You feel me? The ring is the thing. Embiid is hurt. Shocker. Nuggets should get 11 wins out of the next 14 or so. Hope they stay focused. Well, Thursday, you're back on the you're back in the saddle. against the Sacramento team that, they got something to play for, playing as good as anybody in this bottom, I'm saying, half of the Western Conference. So you'll get a test. I don't think they've been tested really. Orlando, really? Miami, this game, Miami got smacked at home tonight, and everybody's speculating that was Jimmy Butler's last that he'll ever play at home. He had on, he's such a professional. He had on Phoenix themed sneakers. Not trying to send any messages or anything. Are we going to get some post-game sound from Joker? Okay, no. I'm not going to play inside the NBA sound. Real Philly fans are done with Joel Embiid. Trust me. When I went to WrestleMania in April, you went to WrestleMania? That's badass. No, I'm not even joking. I've been slowly but surely being pulled back into the world of wrestling. Slowly but surely. I'm like, I know it's not real. At least I don't think it's real. In Philadelphia, I talked to a lot of Philly fans, also go Nuggets. Okay, so Philly fan is like, fuck Joel Embiid. Well, fuck him. So rude. It's so rude. Crude. I don't think I would watch NBA anymore if we did not have Nikola. Since Kobe retired. Retired? J-Kid? Yep, since Kobe retired, it's gotten worse and worse. Yeah. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. It's really a bad product. I mean, I think everyone can say it. I think all the way around, we can all kind of agree. I think we can all kind of agree that for whatever reason, you're looking at the best basketball players in the world, but it's not aesthetically pleasing, the style of the game. It's just increasing. Now, this is what it could be. It could be that we are overexposed to the game. Now all these guys got podcasts. Everybody's got a podcast. They're, social media. Maybe we're overexposed to it. But no, it's not that. Because we know what we're seeing. Fishing's in the house. We're overexposed, sure. But your eyes are not deceiving you when you're watching the game. And if you don't have a player like Nikola Jokic, it's just kind of a bunch of guys doing a bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just aesthetically, it's just not pleasing. It's just not pleasing. And they've tried to do everything, change up the All-Star game. Now they're doing a pickup game for the All-Star game. And, have the mid-season tournament and try and get these guys to play. Load management has a lot to do with it. The fact that all these guys, no one has a real dislike for one another. That really plays itself out. You got a Dylan Brooks sprinkled in here and there. You got Draymond Green. You got certain guys that are going to mix it up, kind of stir it up. But really, really, quite honestly, there's no real dislike between these guys. Are all pretty cool with each other, which I think plays out on the court. You know what I mean? It's just kind of, I don't know what they're going to do. I really think if you could do something like, yeah, sure, there are certain guaranteed contracts, but there's only so many to go around. Like how you can only have so many max players. Maybe you can only have so many guaranteed contract guys, and then everybody else is fighting it out, because I feel like that's the only way. You got to get in these motherfuckers' pockets. You fuck with that money on, they start to, but the Players Association would never, ever relinquish that power. Does Embiid fear Jokic, and is he scared to play in Denver? Well, he's hurt pretty bad this season. He went from the one injury, now it's his foot, ankle to his knee. He got elbowed in the face at some point in time. He's just we should call Joel Embiid can't get right. We're gonna call Fishing's bet game. We're gonna change that. Can't get right. You're gonna have to put it down, Fishing. I remember Jameer leading St. Joseph's to undefeated season, #1. I know, baller. Got him all the way to the doorstep, and then was like, yeah, but we don't need guys that are good at basketball. It's my biggest parlay yet by one fucking assist. $5 bet, $460. I'm fucking real. I'm sorry about that, Vision. So jealous of WrestleMania. I'm telling you, and the more I see, the more I'm like, I gotta get to a WrestleMania. They're back. I miss, I was a Stone Cold Steve Austin guy. The last wrestler that I really got into, the last one I really just what? My favorite. I might have to pull up a Stone Cold Steve Austin montage. I do WrestleMania party every year with my friends and now our sons. That's fire. Good on those kids. School them. Get them right. Get them introduced to the. We produce things here in America. We don't make a lot of shit anymore, but we produce things here in America, and God bless pro wrestling. No one does it better. The luchadors, yeah, they got it going. And I know that in some way, shape, or form, I'm pretty sure that we kind of got that from, but we perfected it. Got to do WrestleMania soon before they start taking them overseas. I know if Turkish has anything to say about it, WrestleMania will only be in Dubai. And over here, well, the poor will be eating the rich. Wait, that's not what I meant to say. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's going to be fine. Don't worry about that. Nuggets get a big win. I don't know if it's a big win, but I'm going to call it that because every win right now, you need to put them in the books. Put some distance between you and spots 5, 6, and 7. Stay out of that bottom half of that bracket. So every win is a good one. 144-109 over the Philadelphia 76ers. The Joel Embiid-less Philadelphia 76ers. The Caleb Martin-less Philadelphia 76ers. The what's the other boy with the Kyle Lowry-less Philadelphia 76ers. Nick Nurse wishing for his days anywhere else but there. Finishing numbers, Paul George finishes with 11 and 9. Man, how the mighty have fallen. 28 minutes, 5 of 11, 1 of 3 from that. But I really feel like, man, a guy like Paul George, like, how do you get Paul George? You think we could fleece? Could you imagine switching out the name that shall not be named for Paul George? Y'all are like, no way, no, Jamal and Jamal only. All right, fine. Andre Drummond played. That's the list. Tyrese Maxey and Gershon Yabusele. Justin Edwards poured in 11. Whereas your Denver Nuggets, come on. How many guys? 6 guys in double figures. MPJ, 3 of 6 from 3. He was looking for a shot tonight. They got him involved. I like that. 8 of 13 from the field, plus 19. Love that plus minus. I mean, plus minus isn't going to matter when you're playing a shit team, but Joker, another triple-double. He just racks up triple-doubles. Just racking them up. What's that, 5 in a row? Let me see. Tell you fancy ball-playing Negroes something. Let me tell you fancy ball-playing Negroes something. Let me tell you something. Is that 4 straight? 5 straight. 4 straight, sorry. 5th straight, but 5 in his last 6 games. Wow. I'm talking like man's game, bitch. 19th triple-double of the season. So with 39 games left, over under on how many, here's a parlay for you fishing. Over under on number of triple-doubles that Nikola Jokic will rack up over the last 39 games of the season. He's at 18 right now. So what does he finish the season with? And then then use that as your over under. Like he's gonna get 5 more, he's gonna get 10 more. I'm gonna say 39 games. If he gets 1 every 3rd game, that's 13 more. That would give him 32 on the season. I'm gonna say he gets 13 more. So my over, I'm gonna take 13 I'm going to set the number at 13. Over or under? Over or under? 13. Triple doubles for Nikola Jokic. Holy shit. 20 more fishing? So you're taking the over on my 13, huh? He would finish the season then with 38 triple doubles. Crazy. He averages a triple double for 20% of the games that he's played. 20% of his games, a fifth of the games that he's played total in his career have been triple doubles. By far best in the game. By far. Is that Joker and Digimon Hunsu with the fro? Yeah, Digimon. Embiid has missed almost exactly half his possible career games. What a Jake. I mean, when your body's going to break down on you, okay. You know, it's not, you can't really hold him responsible for that, but you can, though, because it has to say something about how and you look at Joel Embiid, he's a doughy guy, right? And he doesn't have to be. I mean, I know the bigger you are, the harder it is to get all that in shape, but look at Joker. Think about Joker's body style over the course of his career. He went from wiry, kind of skinny kid. Then he was kind of doughy. You could see that, you know, because I know he was a little fat kid when he was a kid, and then he had that stretch out, and then he was a little doughy. But he's just gotten in better and better shape, it seems like, every year. If you take this shit seriously and take care of your body, there's no reason in the world that you shouldn't expect to be able, especially with everything that they have now at their disposal. Mania is in Vegas. Guys, it would be funny to see you guys. Also, when is it very important? Daniel, you're in Vegas? Is that an invite? Is that an invite, Daniel? Come on. You took the over on my 13. 39 games left. That's just 11.5. Not true. Straight up. Now, it's not. Here's the thing. It's not like he would have to go stat padding to get it. Oh, yeah? That's a yes, Daniel Flores? Is that a affirmative? Is that an affirmative ghostwriter? We're going to Vegas, baby.
Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato.
Vegas, baby. Yeah. When is WrestleMania? Hold on. Hold the fuck on. Ugh. Hold the fuck on. Did you or did you not tell these to stay inside the envelope? Did I? When is WrestleMania? Las Vegas hosting WrestleMania. Oh my God, April 19th. I might be able to swing that. Sunday, April 20th. Is that a real invite? Can I sleep on your couch though, Daniel? You don't even know me. You're like, I don't know. You can't sleep on my couch. I don't even know you. That's right, he don't. Westbrook had an NBA record 42 triple doubles in his MVP season. Damn, does Joker need to break that? Are we just saying Joker's going to get 24 just to shatter that number? What is the over-under on number of games that Russell Westbrook, with 39 games left to play, over-under for triple doubles? Westbrook and Joker. Over-under, okay, over-under 3 double triple doubles for Joker and Westbrook. And Westy, his new bestie. Does Joker have more triple doubles than Embiid? No, he's one. Listen at this number. Joel Embiid has played 52 games since his MVP that he stole from, that he was handed by, that he cried for to wrestle away from Joker. He's played 52 games since then. In those 52 games, over that same span, Joker's played 113 games and recorded 48 triple doubles in the damn near as many triple doubles as that man's played games since he won his MVP, since he cried for and was handed. You know when you had a little brother, hopefully you still have him, or a younger cousin, and he could just cry for stuff, and your mom be like, just give it to the boy, and you'd be like, damn, I hate when he come over. Yes, I can sleep on your couch. Because I got no problem being that guy. I'll be out the way. Get me some boomers. A little psilocybin action. I don't even drink, bro. I don't take up space. The wife, the kids, y'all won't even know I'm there. Until I have Will Ferrell moment from like the Wedding Crashers when it's like, oh! I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that. Nor would I sleep on your couch. Not that your couch. I'm quite sure you have a fine couch, but over 3. You're taking the over 3. 39 games left with a chance for both players to get a triple-double. So the double, triple-double. I'd take the over only because I think it'll land on 3. So if I take the over, I still win, right? I'll take the over. Everything's coming up roses. Okay, so before we get out of here, let's talk it. And then Dan Tanner will be in the fight with Dan Tanner. What are your imperatives? Is this team an as-is Western Conference title series contender as is, or do they need to make a move? Do they need to make a move before the trade deadline or by the trade deadline? I can't lie. I won't lie. I hate when people say it. I'm not going to lie. It's like, okay, were you planning on lying? By the way, did you guys see Sexy Red posted this fun little deal? Just having some fun with the Dr. Martin Luther King's legacy. Little AI, fun little deal. And Black America went crazy. Black America was like, what? Booty hole Brown, if you don't sit your... You know that's why she's famous, right? Her most famous lyric to date is "My booty hole brown." To which Bruno Mars was like, someone please help me get in touch with Sexy Red. I'm trying to see about that brown. I'm trying to see what brown can do for you. Bruno Mars like, I'm trying to see what brown can do for me. You feel me? I'm trying to see. I mean, she's the one who said, her booty hole brown. I'm trying to see what brown can do for me. Kareem, Russell, Shaq, Wilt, Hakeem, Malone, and then Jokic. What? Wait, huh? Okay, let me reel it in because I know I'm biased. Kareem, Russell, Shaq, Wilt, Dream, Malone, as in Carl. That's disrespect right there. J Kid, I like you. I feel like you're trying to sneak some disrespect in there. Moses. Moses. What the fuck? I forgot about Moses Malone. Sorry. Like Curtis Blow and Moses Malone. All right, let me look at this list again. Kareem, can't really take anything away from you there just because of rings. Bill, again, the ring is the thing. Shaq, again, the ring is the thing. Wilt, again, ring is the thing. Hakeem, the dream, ring's the thing. He'll pass Hakeem then. I mean, I think he's already better than Dream, as is, only because Dream's got 2 rings. Moses. I think he's already better than Moses. I think he's already better than Moses. I think Moses is that kind of, we all say Moses because that's what you're supposed to say. You're supposed to say Moses Malone after Curtis Blow. because basketball is your favorite sport. You like the way they dribble up and down the court. You think somebody's the king of the microphone like Curtis Blow, Moses Malone, but I don't feel that's accurate, J Kid. Now, the first four are hard to argue because of how many championships they've racked up. Okay. But he's better than the Dream and he's better than Malone. So I'm going to go ahead and see your list and raise you. He's already a better center than Dream was. I love Hakeem Olajuwon. I love him. He's already better. So at worst, fifth. And now we are dabbling into dangerous territory because Kareem is just hallowed ground to try and cross into, as is Bill Russell. Like everybody up there, as is Wilt Chamberlain, right? That's that hallowed ground. And again, as far as championships go, there's a lot of digging that Joker's got to do. But let's say, okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's say Joker gets no more than one more ring to tie him with Hakeem Olajuwon. But having watched the game with your eyes, and let's say he climbs the assist ladder, and let me see, all-time assist leaders. Let's see. Let's just do some projective math. Let's just do some advanced basketball calculus. NBA all-time assist leaders. I don't have much to. I said I don't have much to do, baby. Let me do it. So hit me, and you will be fine. Hit me one time if you don't mind. I'll do you just fine. I could be your part-time lover. All right, hold on. Nikola Jokic assist numbers. I just want, okay, he's got 5,022 career assists. Add another 10 to that tonight. So he's got 5,032 career assists. Second most assists by a center in NBA history. Only behind Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So he will most assuredly pass up Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on that list. And he'll finish his career somewhere in the top 20, I'm going to assume. Kyle Lowry is 20th on the list with 7,000 assists. I'm pretty sure Joker, if he just keeps going, plays another, I mean, he's got about another, what do you say, 7 years, real good basketball left in him. That's like another 10, slow roll. He's only 29. I can see him playing with 39, barring injury. I'd say he's going to finish somewhere around 8,000 plus career assists. So he'll finish close to the top. He'll be in the top 15 assists. All said and done, it's just going to be hard if he doesn't get those rings. And you bastards, that's all you care about are rings. I'm the same way. All I care about is rings. That's not all I care about is rings, but it's hard to start making assertions when a guy can't pass up the other guys as far as rings go. But when you watch the game with your eyes, are you telling me Joker is Joker a better, let's ask this question. Is Joker categorically a better center than Shaquille O'Neal? That's my question. Shaq never won a chip without Wade or Kobe. Exactly. Doesn't make the list. I mean, there's so much that you can say about Shaq. Most dominant player ever. Okay, cool. Best center, top 3? I think he's top 3 player ever, but needs a lot of rings. Yeah. So what if he doesn't get the rings? Let's do the hypothetical. Shaq is wealthy as fuck and could buy free throws. And couldn't buy free throws. Yeah. Shaq was the most unstoppable force in NBA history for a 4 to 5 year period. Some would say that Joker now is that and will have been that for a much longer period. He is Arvydas Sabonis. All those legends that you heard about Arvydas Sabonis, You know what I mean? When he came, by the time he got over here and his knees had gone bad, but according to the world, no one had ever seen a force as unstoppable. That's where that's the echelon that he's playing in. And who stopped Joker in the past? Exactly. Kendrick Perkins is the only one. Exactly. Joker needs multiple rings fishing. I don't make the rules. He does need at least 2 more. We got to get 2 more out of this. Only this fucking front office could blow this thing up. Like, God damn, y'all fucked up the church's money. I'm in the minority. I don't think rings are the only stat that determines who's the best in team games. I don't either. But it is unfortunate that that is a part of the criteria when we're defining the best, especially when the competition above him is so stiff and they have the accolades, Kareem scoring and assists, Wilt rebound and scoring, Bill Russell all around. Although I would say with Bill Russell, he's the easiest one for me to take out of that because, I mean, he was really surrounded by a lot of talent. He was really, I mean, you know what I mean? If we don't count rings, then Jerry West should what, John? Oh, be in the top 10. Always got, Jerry West could get manhandled by Westbrook on today's athletes. Okay. I love Jonathan J. Kidd and Fishing are going back and forth. A vicious cockfight. Kept your head on a swivel, which is what you got to do when you're in the middle of a vicious cockfight. Movie. What movie is that from? When there are only 5 players on the court, it matters more than, let's say, Dan Marino not being top 5 QB ever, because he really is. Fair point. Jerry West would have adjusted. Yeah, you can say he would have adjusted. He would have adjusted. The all-time greats would adjust. You can say that. That's all hypothetical, though. That's all hypothetical. Jerry West would have adjusted. You don't know if he would have or he wouldn't have. I know one thing. The game's a lot faster and a lot more athletic than when Jerry West played. So I don't know how, what would those adjustments mean? Okay, if that's your standard, you're telling me J.R. Smith is better than Joker? That's why rings don't matter. Okay. And that's always the great equalizer. Fishing, was J.R. Smith ever considered the best player in the league at any time? No, but what he's saying is rings. You know what I mean? That's why it's a very sticky conversation. Jerry West was. Whew, you guys are not playing. Rick Barry, Jerry West, you got all these guys who are there. It's real hypothetical. You know what I mean? I try to look at, where would your style of play? This is the hardest conversation to make, but it's like, would your style of play across eras? Would your style of play across eras? So, Jerry West. Could Jerry West have made it, let's say, from the Jordan era forward? I think it would have been harder because of athleticism. Not to take anything away from Jerry West, from everything I've heard and from what little I've seen, he was a scoring machine, right? But, Larry Bird, not really. Larry Bird was the only one who I think really transcended that athletic ability that was needed to excel on the higher level when we got into the latter rounds of championship basketball on the professional level, right? So when I look at, would Shaq dominate in any era? Of course. Would Wilt Chamberlain dominate in the modern era? I'm pretty sure Wilt Chamberlain's game would have played out in all eras. Played big, understood that he was bigger than most, and played like it. Bill Russell, so with the centers, it's easiest to, like, George Mikan. Would George Mikan have been one of the NBA's greatest in this era? No, but he was tall and big, and you would have to assume that he would have been at least able to get on the court with these other guys. But then it's all about skill set after a while. How's that moving the post? This is a serious argument between you two. So now it's the best player in the league as well. That's moving the post. You guys are going. How's that moving the post? Every single player I mentioned was at one point the best player in the league. Oh my God. Fishing comes back. If chips are all that matters, Joker is only as good as those who have one ring. If you're saying it's the best in the league in rings, that's another argument. Back to John Kidd. Whether it was for one season or multiple, they were the best at one point in their careers. And these two slugging it out in the middle of the chat.
Every day in my hood, I bang. I'm a nice worker.
Good job, gentlemen. Do it with passion. I fuck with it the long way. Anyway, Nuggets get a win 144-109. Let's look at the standings before we get up out, y'all. Get up here. With that Vic on crib. Shouldn't they be 20? Oh, no, yeah, fair. 27-16. Nuggets sit at 27-16. Just hovering in that 4 spot. I feel like this is how this is going to go all season. The only team that I'm looking to take a step backwards is this team precariously perched at 2. I feel a youngness coming on. A youngness coming on with them there, Houston Rockets. And what you want to do if you're the Nuggets is keep that 3 games between you, the Clippers, and the Lakers. Keep that 3, 4, 5 games between y'all. They're not going to make up what the Nuggets can't afford to do. You can't afford to have any skids beyond 2 in a row. You can't lose more than 2 in a row. They slip back into that 5, 6. Now you're scrapping to get back into 4, and you're just putting wear and tear on the guys. And I do think that this is a team that might need to look at doing something before the trade deadline. If we're going to have a serious conversation about them challenging for the title this year. Isn't winning a chip on the 5th player and making it the best by your standard? Well, I think the thing about the rings is that it's only factored in, to be fair, fishing. It's only factored in when we're talking about the best, right? Of course, you're not gonna, I don't know. What was the guy with the Byron Scott, right? Ton of rings with the Lakers, but come on, right? Kurt Rambis, B.J. Armstrong, Horace Grant. Give me somebody off those. Bruce Bowen. Although, as a defensive player, some would say, one of the greatest perimeter defenders in the history of the game. But no one would ever confuse Bruce Bowen and have him in a conversation with greatest ever. Tim Duncan, though, you'd take Tim Duncan, you throw Tim Duncan in that, and then by virtue of rings, he might climb. But Tim Duncan didn't have the numbers. He just had the team success and the longevity, but the team success was more than him just racking up a ton of numbers, because numbers are going to be the delineating factor. And then we use rings to separate the men from the boys. And oftentimes, as fair or unfair as it may be, we know what we're watching as Nuggets fans. We know what we're seeing. You're watching one of the greatest to ever do it. And I'm talking about the eye test. I'm not talking about metrics. I'm talking about the eye test. Joker's game would play across any and all eras. Any and all eras. He's big. He rebounds his position. He sees the court. He involves his other guys. His game would play across any and all. Shoots a high percentage from the field and from 3. Puts the ball on the floor. Very creative. And a better defender than I think he's given credit for because of how many steals he gets. I think he's 4th in the league right now in steals. So you're talking about a guy in Joker who it's like, in any era, that's going to play. And quite honestly, if you take it back to Kevin Duckworth and them, when MJ was winning, you take it back to Kevin Duckworth and when MJ, in the era of the center, I'm talking about Pat Ewing and all this, he would have gave Pat Ewing and all these work. He would have given them work. This Joker, he's giving every era of center work. With the exception of a guy like Shaquille O'Neal, who would have definitely made it a point. I think in him, Wilt Chamberlain, these were guys who were like, I'm just going to out physical you. Work. So with the eye test, same thing with the dream. I would say this is the same thing with the dream. Dream in every era. Look at the fits that he gave Shaq. You clearly are not understanding what I'm saying. Let's be careful. Don't underestimate people's ability to understand. Joker is 1A on his team. Shaq was 1A on his squad for 3 rings. Now that's kind of tough because the Kobe presence. And I'm just saying, the Kobe presence, the Phil Jackson presence, the Rick Fox there's a lot to Shaq's success, is all I'm saying. He was 1A in terms of dump it in down low. We know that Shaq's going to get fouled or get a bucket. I don't know if that made him the best. He was the best option. I don't know if that made him the best player. Does that make sense? At minimum, you need multiple as a 1A player to be a GOAT at your position. Okay, so you just addressed that. My point is this: rings can't be the standard for judging who's the best in a team game. Shaq could never cover Joker. I don't think he could either. He would have had the same problems with Joker that he had with the Dream. He may get him for a quarter, but that Joker, I mean, I'm talking about Joker running him up and down the court. Shaq is a great athlete, but Joker has proven himself to be not only a great athlete, but very well conditioned. And he's also just a big man. He's not going to get manhandled by Shaquille O'Neal. This isn't the same guy that Dwight Howard and them thought that they could push around, because I don't think he ever really realized his size but once he did, it was over. Hakeem would give Joker the most trouble, I think. Dream was hard. Dream was a tough cover because Dream had them feet. He got good feet. He got them feet works. You ain't whooping nothing you can't catch. That's why you can't use rings. The only determination who was best. Please tell me how many games of Jerry West did you watch to even include him in the conversation? You're stat watching. Oh my gosh. You guys are, when Shaq was 1A, he swept in the finals. I'm loving the back and forth. He went to 9 finals and was either 1A or 1B on those teams. I'm not watching all stats. I'm trying to get how many did you watch? That's Shaq 23 or so. Okay. Whew.
That is good news. To be honest,
A spirited debate. Good on both of you guys for a spirited debate. Anyway, I think my job here is done. I don't want to hear that right now. I want to hear this. All right, get him. Family, that's going to do it. This is not going anywhere. I want Joker to be the GOAT like everyone here. Okay, that's fine. Thanks for the conversation. Oh, you see, look, you guys, that's why I love the hood. Run a fair one, shoot me my fair one, and then we shake hands afterwards. All right, gentlemen. I appreciate the excitement and the enthusiasm. You're very welcome, Fishing. Jonathan, Kidd, and who else do we have in here? All y'all. I'm not even going through it. Until next time, you know what I say. Find somebody that you love. Give them a hug. You never know when the next time could be the last. Love those that you are with in that case and in every case. I am Owen Lamena. This has been 5 to Go. You are watching Kill You With Truth, the premier sports and comedy content channel on the internet. Peace, and I'm out.